Tutulungan ka namin mag-unwind.
Tutulungan ka naming ma-realize ang mga bagay-bagay.
Pero tutulungan ka talaga namin
Napansinin ang mga bagay
pangyayari or lugar.
na ikaw mismo ay pinipiling di pansinin.
Kala mo lang wala, pero pipilitin ka namin isiping meron.
Halina't makinig sa aming kwentuhan na magiging kwentuhan mo rin later on. This is Catch 22, the podcast. Episode number 2, Fitness in the New Normal. Gaano ka ka-healthy ngayong pandemic? Welcome, listeners, catchers, to our second episode of Catch 22 Kwentuhan. Before anything, a brief intro of who we are. Partner?
Yes, pasensya no, hindi namin napakilala pala sarili namin ng first episode. Na-excite kasi kami dahil pilot episode namin yon. But anyway, ako pala si Keeper. I work in the life insurance industry. I'm a video gamer, comic book reader, and a wannabe break dancer.
I like how you break it down, my man. Yun. Ako rin. My name is Walter. Same with Keeper. I work in the life insurance industry. Full-time Conan O'Brien fan. Part-time sexy star only to my wife. So welcome everyone to our podcast. So just like we mentioned kanina, no, Kips, partner, ang episode natin is all about fitness in the new normal. Let's start siguro by asking each other, and I'd like to ask you, are you healthy in this pandemic?
To be honest, bro, I would say ito pinaka-worst shape na meron ako ngayon na parang si Will Smith sinabi niya, this is the worst shape siguro I'm in dito sa period na ito.
Okay. Are you referring dun sa picture in Instagram? Was that in Instagram or Twitter?
Correct, tama, di ba yung parang half, naka-swimsuit lang ba yun?
Yeah. Hiyang-hiya naman. Hiyang-hiya naman tayo doon. Sexy pa siya doon sa part na yan eh. Diba? Fun. But going back doon na sinabi mo, you are in your worst shape this pandemic?
Compared before the pandemic, I would have to say.
Okay. But how were you before the pandemic ba?
Kahit paano naman na exercise ko naman na nakakapag-exercise naman ako because pag pupunta sa work, yun nga, mahilig ako mag-commute and papunta sa office kapag baba ko galing jeep, naglalakad ako, medyo malayo-layo rin yung lakad mula sa terminal papunta mismo do sa office, and then pag pauwi ulit, dala-dala mo yung gamit mo, napakabigat, maglalakad ka ulit, minsan iikot-ikot ka rin, mag-window shopping along Session Road. Shoutout pala sa mga taga Baguio. And terminal. So kahit paano nakakapag-walkathon ako, and there are times naman every weekend kapag tumatakbo ako from like dito kasi sa La Trinidad uphill, ganon. So kahit paano nakakapag-jogging naman. Pero ever since nagkaroon ng pandemic, medyo napraning sa paglabas. So nasa bahay lang, work from home, lahat, no? Hindi na masyadong nakakagalaw.
And even before and even after nung di ba nag-relax naman yung mga quarantine restrictions after a few months, no, last year. So even after, hindi ka pa rin nakakalabas to run and to exercise?
Hindi pa rin kasi dito sa amin medyo there was a time na mataas yung mga cases. And hindi ko feel na nagja-jogging na naka-face mask. Baka parang mas delikado yata yun na naamoy ko yung sarili kong hininga. Kaya parang diba, I mean, to be honest, diba, pag nag-breathe out ka, diba, nagre-release ka ng carbon dioxide and ini-inhale mo yon. I don't think that's healthy.
Correct.
So, pero ngayon na pag-isipan ko talaga, no, dahil yun nga, aside from panonood parati ng movies and pag-binge watch, kailangan na rin mag-exercise dahil grabe na yung nag-gain na weight.
Correct. Ano ba yung weight mo prior to the pandemic, and what's your weight now? Para ma-assess natin if it's really your worst shape ever.
Mga siguro 145, 150. 150, pero ngayon nakaka 160, 165 na ako.
Ay, wow. That's pounds,
Medyo
no?
nagpabaya eh. Oh, pounds, no? Hindi kilos. Grabe yung kilos.
Hindi ko, nag-compute kasi bigla yung utak ko eh. I mean, how much of a kilo yung pounds kung
Oh,
sakali? Pero,
2.2 yata, 2.2 pounds. Max.
okay. So, yun. So, laki rin, no? Ng difference between the pre-pandemic and yung during the pandemic.
Correct. Buti ka pa bro, nakita ko na nag-ano ka, nakakapag-exercise ka pa, nakakalabas pa kayo dyan sa Ilocos.
There was one time actually, i-relate ko lang siya from last year. There was one time na it wasn't actually allowed kung tutuusin. So I was just running, walking doon sa mismong kanto namin kasi dead end kasi kami eh. So it allowed me to do parang short runs like 30 minutes, 1 hour, ganun, 5K, 10K. Ganun. And it's because of necessity na rin. Kasi syempre, like you, naramdaman ko rin yung the shape wasn't as before eh. Pero siguro let's also ask ourselves dun sa part about how important is it that we exercise despite the pandemic? Ano ba talaga
Tama, no?
yung naibibigay nito sa atin?
Based sa very reliable source, no? Legally Blonde, the movie. Sabi doon, sabi doon, na kapag nag-exercise ka daw, you feel happy. So less likely you would kill someone or hurt someone because pag nag-exercise ka, nagre-release yung katawan mo ng hormones called endorphins. And endorphins, they make you feel good.
Yeah.
And so you feel good about yourself, your environment.
Mm-mm.
So you're happy. At the same time, you shed some weight. You become much more lighter and your build becomes much more healthier. I remember nung nagko-conduct ako ng training, meron ako sa participant. Sabi daw niya, your height, weight, and girth should be proportional para masabi mong healthy ka. No? So, hindi parang yung sa girth side mo, ganun, parang sobrang lapad, tapos hindi ka pantay.
Yeah.
Sabi nga natin sa Ilocano, banking-banking ba? Disproportionate ka.
Oo, yeah. Does that have to do with the BMI ba yun? Or iba pa yung BMI?
Yes, body mass index. And surprisingly, no, I remember before the pandemic, medyo nagsisimula na rin ako mag-gain ng weight noon. Nasa Manila ako. Tapos meron dun sa Watson, sa Gateway, merong measure ng BMI. And sinabi nila doon na obese daw ako dahil sa aking build. Oo.
Mm-hmm.
Pero I did not get discouraged. Tuloy pa rin ang buhay.
So you added more. No?
Yes, I still
this
bought
is not enough.
donuts.
I'm tired
Akala
of all
mo
those.
lang yun.
Thank you for motivating me, but that does not have any effect at all. Kung paano ko gagawin yung one. Magandang actually topic yan kung isipin mo. Yung how significant is yung mentality of Filipinos towards exercising. Si Pinoy ba? Kilala ba talaga siya na nag-exercise?
Ngayon sa tingin ko, mas nagiging conscious na tayo pagdating sa health because of social media. Sa Instagram, madalas ngayon, especially sa mga millennials, Gen Z, XYZ, I don't know, forgot na ubusan na ako ng alphabets. Mahilig sila mag-post ng mga pictures nila and meron pa nga yung mga before and after, pinapakita pa nila sa atin yung journey nila towards fitness So napansin ko rin tuwing before even the pandemic, maraming nag-zumba, especially sa sa Burnham Park and even Tai Chi. So yun yung nakakita ko when it comes to sa health trends natin ngayon. I believe Filipinos right now are more health conscious compared before.
Okay. That's in general, no? Pero yung awareness is one, but the implementation of what you learned is another. So, well, true naman, no? A lot of us became more aware. Naging mas relevant na ata lately yung especially during the pandemic, yung mga fitness apps, 'di ba? Yung mga you get rewarded if you get healthy, yun, mga healthy food, healthy eating, ganon. Pero in general ba yung si Filipino or Filipinos, are they able kaya to exercise during the pandemic and even before? Kasi I was able to come across an article, Keeper, if you will allow me to share, This was an article that was written a few years ago ata. If I'm not mistaken, 2017. Magugulat ka ba if I were to tell you that a majority of Filipinos are really not exercising enough?
Talaga. Noong 2017 ito.
That was 2017. Tapos same study also indicated that the respondents there also do not expect any improvement in their exercising routine anytime soon. So malamang,
Kahit nag-exercise sila,
yeah.
they still feel na wala naman itong masyadong epekto sa health ko. They have that mentality. Tama?
Yeah, parang yung sustainability
Wow.
of it, you do it once, you do it twice, pero nun sa pangatlo wala na, pang-apat wala na, yun. When you say majority, 61% keeper do not exercise regularly.
Grabe.
Laki no?
Ang laki nun, no? Majority of Filipinos ang based dyan sa study na yan. That's more than half.
Yeah. In fact, if I may quote the article, no, sabi, they coined the term Generation O. Ito yung, meron na palang Generation O, no? Doon din ako nagulat. Ito yung mga overwork, overweight, and overwhelmed.
Sa bagay, no? Kapag in shape ka, no? Circle is also a shape naman.
Very big one, di ba?
Oh, very big one.
Pero ikaw ba, do you consider yourself? Kasi tayo, para ma-assess natin, no, if we really did make the most out of the opportunity to exercise, can we categorically kaya say that we are or you are part of the Generation O, the overwork, overweight, and overwhelmed? Especially the pandemic, especially during the pandemic.
I would have to say overweight. I won't say naman na overwork, but one thing na nangyari nga talaga sa work from home, you maximize talaga yung hours mo, and it could extend up to beyond office hours. Pero pag kasama mo yung family mo or nakita mo yung anak mo, napapawi yung pagod na yan. So I will have to say overweight most likely ang sitwasyon ko ngayon. Dahil aside from I don't get to exercise, masarap pa yung luto ni Mrs. So talo-talo talaga ang sitwasyon.
Yeah.
Situation.
Talking about dun sa luto-luto keeper, no? Kasi I can relate because I'm also married. Ano bang niluluto ni Mrs. if I may ask?
Napaka-healthy naman or healthful, sabi nga nila. Adobo, chicken afritada, spaghetti.
Oh, wow.
Fried chicken.
Wow.
Sa isang lutuan lang yun, joke.
Wow.
Iba-iba naman.
Ano yung laureate?
So, mahirap naman humindi, di ba? The last thing you want is mainsulto mo yung misis mo pag nagluto siya. So, I'm more than willing talaga to indulge, no? And compliment yung misis ko pagdating sa luto niya.
Yeah, and I think we can't help it rin kasi just the mere fact that we are in a work from home setup, you can't help it, di ba? Kasi wala ka naman ng ibang gagawin other than watching, you can't go out, ganun, di ba? Pwedeng factor din, hindi na siya not entirely bad kung tutuusin, tama?
Oh, especially kapag wala kang garden, tapos naka-apartment ka lang, pwede ka naman siguro mag-jogging taas-baba sa stairs ninyo from the first floor to the 5th floor. I don't know kung pwede yun. Pero medyo weird siguro, no? Ang dating.
We'll get to that. Pero yung gusto lang natin i-highlight dito would be, si food lang ba yung factor into not being healthy during the pandemic? Kasi pwede kasing nag-aadobo ka pero it's also partnered with you do some planking, di ba? Kasi planking yung pwede mong gawin na hindi mo kailangang lumabas, di ba?
Tama. Factor rin yung hindi ka masyadong gumagalaw. Para kang alam mo pare yung Kobe beef. Kaya daw napakalambot ng kanyang laman daw, yung karne niya is because naka-enclose lang siya sa isang cage na hindi siya ang pwede niya lang gawin is upo, tayo. Yun ang sabi nila. Upo, tayo. Kaya napakalambot daw ng kanyang meat. So, in a way, no, parang ako'y nagiging Kobe beef na.
Wow.
Ano na? Tasty.
Tasty, di ba? Tapos ngayon ko lang nalaman,
Melts in your mouth.
Oo, may middle name pala yung the late Laker player, NBA, Kobe Beef Bryant. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Rest in power, Kobe. May bago siyang, masingit ko lang, no? May bagong clothing line yung misis niya.
Yeah, because they ended yung Nike contract natin.
Correct.
Oo, yun pala
Mambasita.
Oo, Mambasita. Napunta tayo dun sa na-skew tayo ng konti dun sa ibang topic. Pero going back
Advance
dun
Merry
sa
Christmas.
Oo, pero balik tayo dun sa topic about fun, no? I mean, did the pandemic really stop us from doing what we're supposed to do in terms of exercise? Or was it our personal choice to actually not do it?
More on personal choice on my part. Kasi maraming dyan, work at home video, parang workout at home videos. And isa ito sa nabasa ko nga sa isang magazine na ito yung nagiging trend ngayon sa Philippines. Marami yung mga home workouts na ginagawa. May mga nag-research rin naman ako kahit paano sa YouTube ng mga home workouts na mga pwede mo lang gawin in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There was actually a time na almost every day ginagawa ko siya. Then all of a sudden, bigla na lang nag-stop. Parang mas masarap pa rin ng matulog.
Yeah,
kung
but
sa mag-exercise.
I remember kasi, di ba, you used to do some b-boy stuff din noon di ba?
Oh, yes.
Like in between, like after work, di ba, you would go out with friends, di ba? And you do some b-boy, di ba? For the benefit of everyone, yung b-boy is break dance, no? Tama ba, Keeper? Or mali?
Oh, that's another name for it. No? Pag b-boy ka, usually yung most commonly known as break dancing. And yeah, there was a time talaga na trying hard break dancer ako. And nakikisama ako sa mga crew sa Baguio.
No, you were good at it. You're playing it humble, Keeper. No.
Well, not compared do sa mga kasama ko sa crew na abs pa lang, no? Ulam na.
At least you're Kobe in your Mrs. Standard.
Yes!
Diba? Pwede, okay na yon, acceptable na yon. Na pero dun sa b-boy na yan, I'm imagining tuloy in a very masculine guy way, hindi yung na-imagine kitang dancing na pero yung break dance / b-boy kasi, that's something that you can do which will look cool di ba, to other people.
Yeah, pwede ka actually mag-upload ng videos kung gusto mo, kung
diba?
masipag ka, di ba? Yung mga sessions mo every night. May mga nakita akong ganung videos Enjoy nga naman siya.
But just be careful lang. You don't do it around mga figurines and Chinese, di ba? China ceramics, ganun.
Correct, di ba? Sa TV mo, nako, lagot, no? Wala ka na mapampanood ng Netflix pag nangyari yan.
Correct. So,
sakali man lang, di ba?
So, nagiging trend pala yan, no? You take a video of yourself, tapos mag-b-boy breakdance ka, and then you upload it.
Correct. May mga gumagawang ganyan. May mga channels rin sila. Pero, at saka maraming calories ang nabe-break at nabe-burn. At the same time, nag-enjoy ka rin. Para ka na rin tumatakbo. Pero iba pa rin kapag nagmamarathon ka siguro tumatakbo. Na-experience ko rin yun Talagang nakaka-zone out ka and mas mas focus ka, parang feeling ko nare-relax ka. Kapag nagbi-b-boy ka kasi minsan iniisip mo kung ano yung mga moves mo But yun nga, good b-boys, they have what we call a flow.
Yeah.
Pag sa jogging kasi parang nakuha mo yung flow na yun, rhythm na yun. Diba?
Yeah.
Ikaw, nagko-compete ka, right, sa marathon?
Yeah, I do. I've done a number of marathons. Pero I can relate with that, no? I think sa b-boy kasi ako, I know nothing about b-boy. I know nothing about breakdance. Nung nakilala kita, I really wanted to learn how to do it. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, I think it's too late for me to do it kasi because of my age, I'm too tall, di ba? Baka mamaya maging Dr. Kwak-Kwak na lang ako I do it, di ba? Literal break, di ba? Parang, dude, that's not how you do it, di ba? You don't break yourself, you break dance, Parang
hindi na b-boy. I mean, break boy na talaga. Break bones.
You don't take it literally, boy. Di ba? You don't break, di ba? You break dance. Hence the word break dance, di ba? Pero what I mean is, yung zone, when you're in the zone, and I think, nakikita ko rin yan sa mga sa YouTube, I follow and I subscribe sa ano yung ini-sponsor ng Red Bull keeper? Kwan?
Red Bull BC1.
Yung BC1. Yun. Nung naging friend tayo, I became a big fan of yung mga soundtrack, mga mixes, ganon. And syempre, para ma-appreciate mo yung ganda ng mga kanta, you normally watch the video, di ba? Para ma-relate mo siya doon sa ganda ng kanta. And napapansin ko, they can be in their own zone eh. Pagpapawisan rin sila, 'di ba? Yung parang mahirap din yung mga ginagawa nila, promise ha. Sabi ko, I cannot even imagine myself doing it. Yung ganung klaseng position, ganung klaseng move, ganun. So, I think 'di ba, parang hectic din siya. At saka medyo mahirap din siya sa katawan, tama?
True, nung nagsimula ako, ang sakit talaga sa katawan pero it was worth it. And B-boys talaga, no? They parang it's more of a ano na rin passion na rin 'yan eh.
Yeah.
Hanap-hanapin mo. Probably because yun nga, yung binibigay niya rin sa yung feeling na kapag nagsasayaw ka, yung creativity at the same time, again, nabanggit natin kanina, endorphins. So it makes you feel good and you feel na you've accomplished something and you feel healthy. And at the same time, nag-enjoy ka pa kasama mo yung crew mo eh. Hindi ka masyadong mag-enjoy kapag magsasayaw ka lang mag-isa. Medyo weird. Tapos may mga tumitingin pa sa'yo. Unless sa super galing ka siguro. May mga ganyan yung ginagawa nila sa mall. Bigla lang sila nagsasayaw. So unless nakakagawa ako ng mga tinatawag namin power moves, parang mahirap magsayaw-sayaw na lang basta eh.
Oo. Pero in the pandemic ba, during the pandemic, hindi kayang gawin ng isang tulad mo? Yung ganon? Alone? Kasi wala ka naman na choice, di ba? I think you cannot, in Baguio, they still don't allow, di ba, yung gathering of people.
Hindi, unless napatago. So, pwede ka mag-underground. Next naman, no? Napaka-rebelde ang dating. Pwede, kasi sa pagiging B-boy, they have what we call foundations.
Ay.
And usually sa foundations lang, it's just composed ng mahirap i-describe, especially kapag first time mong napapakinggan yung top rocks and you have your footwork. So, pwede mong gawin actually yun with just enough space. Sa mga B-boy parties or B-boy gatherings, meron silang tinatawag na cipher na kung saan naggugrupo-grupo yung mga B-boys and then they form a circle and sometimes the circle is very small. Yeah. And within that circle, doon ka sasayaw. You just do your foundation. If you could do power moves like we call yung naka-handstand ka, you have your freezes rin gano'n. Yun nga, enough na yung space na yun. So you can still dance naman if you want to.
Nice. You can also create your own temporary circle, di ba? At home, para at least masatisfy lang yung sa exercise part of it. Does it have to be hours or minutes lang siya for it to be considered a good routine?
Mahirap siya kapag hindi ka mag-enjoy kapag gagawin mo na siyang minutes. So when I was practicing kasama yung Floor Kings, no, shout out do sa crew sa Baguio. Mga usually 2 hours kami, ganyan. Hindi mo rin mapapansin eh. So, you practice yung mga sets mo, mga moves mo, ganyan. One good thing about hip-hop kasi, regardless whether yan ay B-boy or yun nga, other category ng hip-hop dance, naalala ko nga si B-boy reveal, kaya niya nga pinili maging B-boy is because nobody has to teach how to dance. No? Wala kang masyadong rules na iniisip. Yeah. You could be creative. Although, tulad na nabanggit ko kanina, there's yung what we call yung foundation para ma-consider mo siya as break dancing. I'll just use yung term na lang na break dance dahil mas familiar mga tao doon.
Yep.
Pero within that foundation, you could be creative talaga.
Yeah.
Unlike sa ballet na there are certain rules na dapat mo i-consider, ganyan. So, you could focus on your own style kahit sabi mong not full of flavor, ganyan. Magandang dagdag points yun. So yun nga, one thing about hip-hop is that it's a very free art. And that makes it kaya siya madaling nag-spread eh. At na-adapt rin ng even other countries, other continents because halos wala namang masyadong rules kang dapat i-consider. Parang ang rule mo is yung creativity mo. I-express mo siya.
Correct.
And para sa akin, that's hip-hop.
Yeah.
And it's healthy, going back sa topic natin.
Pero kasi pwede mo siyang i-relate dun sa just the mere fact that it can be a free form of art. Pwede mo, all the more reason for you to use it to exercise eh. Diba? Kasi
Tama.
wala kang sinusunod. Sa marathon and running kasi, you have to do a 5K. Like what I do, di ba? I do a 5K
Okay.
session every Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. Hindi kasi pwedeng kung running yan, dapat may discipline ka rin. Di ba? Na hindi ka lang pwedeng lumabas, kunyaring may running shoes ka, tapos naglalakad ka lang pala. Well, you don't call it running anymore. That's just simply walking, di ba?
Tama. Makes sense.
Oo, 'di ba? It's the same thing with siguro yung sa breakdance, 'di ba? Na just the mere fact na may sinusunod kang minimum number of hours para masabi mong good routine 'yan. 'Di ba? Pwede ring it becomes part of your routine, it becomes part of your daily weekly habit, no? Pwedeng in lieu siya of the usual exercises that you've been doing prior to the pandemic, 'di ba?
Pwede mo siyang actually, pwede mo ba siyang gawin? And just in case, no, you are not able to break dance, there are other dance genres naman na pwede mong gawin to stay healthy. Zumba, pwede naman. I have nothing against those naman na
Yes.
nagzuzumba. Ang importante din, pinapawisan ka. At the same time, na improve mo yung flexibility mo, yung muscles mo. Tapos, there are other dance genres na pwede mong gawin sa bahay na doesn't require you na even kahit siguro lumabas ka, no? You could just do it sa sala mo
Yeah.
or even sa CR siguro. Pero delikado dahil yung sa tiles, di ba? Baka madulas ka.
Yeah. And I mean, I think pocket session, 'di ba? Yun yung pocket exercise session becomes very important especially dito sa pandemic setup, 'di ba? Kasi naghahanap ka ng mga bagay na kaya mong gawin without having to go out or without having to have a lot of resources, 'di ba?
Tama.
Oh.
Hindi mo naman, kailangan maging creative ka rin eh. Meron akong pinsan na nag-major siya more on physical education.
Mm-mm.
Kinetics, no, ang tawag
Yeah.
nila. Human kinetics. And sinasabi niya, actually, pwede ka naman mag-exercise kahit sa bahay mo lang. Others kasi they prefer going sa gym because of the equipment.
Mm-mm.
Pero if meron kong mga bagay na pwede mong i-substitute for your weights, okay na yun para ma-exercise ka sa bahay.
Yeah.
Even calisthenics, pwede mong gawin sa bahay, mag-lift ka ng weights, or pwede mong ma-improve ang core mo without buying, ang tawag doon, kettlebells.
Yeah.
So, kahit saan talaga, there's really no excuse if you want to be healthy. Sabi nga nila, kung gusto, maraming paraan.
Yeah.
Kung ayaw, kagaya ko, maraming dahilan.
Yeah. But other than yung mga nabanggit natin na mga routines and exercises, meron pa ba yung mga available exercises that they could do na hindi mo kailangang lumabas?
Yes. Mag-research lang sila sa YouTube. May mga 5 to 10 minute workouts doon.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping jacks, diba?
Yes.
Jumping jacks, push-ups. Actually, pinakamalupit talaga kung gusto mo ma-exercise yung buong katawan mo. I would have to, para sa akin, would be yung squat thrust.
Yeah.
And there are different, actually, modes of, there are different types of squat thrust na pwede mong gawin. At yun rin, even sa push-ups, there are different types of push-ups. And it's actually a sport rin, calisthenics.
Yeah.
And aside from yung parang sa Baguio, meron dito yung sikat na calisthenic group, Bardilierans, nag-compete sila sa Pilipinas Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yun nga, parang sumasayaw sila habang nagbabaras, mga baras boys.
Yeah.
But even sa push-ups, pwede ka mag-play ng music and then pwede mong sabayan ng push-up. And then there are different types of push-ups na pwede mo rin gawin, like one hand, Aztec push-ups, ganon, na tumatalon ka. So, pwede mong gawin lahat yun sa bahay.
Correct. O kung hindi mo naman feel yung madaming effort for push-up. Kasi push-up is something na medyo mahirap rin sa isang hindi sanay eh. Planking, it'd be a good start, di ba?
Nakakangawit rin yun. Mga 30 seconds, pero grabe talagang madedevelop yung core mo. Naalala ko na uso rin nung time ng pandemic, yung I think 40 push-up challenge ba yun?
Yeah. Nauso
May nag-send ba sa'yo ng challenge na gano'n?
Inayawan ko kagad.
Actually, ako rin hindi ko pinansin. Kumari lang sinabi ko na, sige, gagawin ko po. Pero hindi ko na siya ginawa.
Mahirap siya. Honestly, yung push-up, akala mo lang madali. May mahirap. Yung upper body yung mahirap dun eh.
Tama. I mean, nakakangawit siya. Pag umpisa parang sige, kaya mo, di ba? Pero
Yeah.
habang tumatagal, parang nangangawit ka na at sumasakit yung muscles mo, tumitigas. So, hindi mo na maibaba. Pero bilib ako dun sa mga nagpo-post ng video sila. Talagang ginagawa nila. Nakita mo rin yung improvement sa form ng kanilang push-up compared sa first time nila gagawin.
Yeah.
And ganun na rin sa form ng kanilang physique.
Nakakapayat talaga siya kasi full body workout yun eh. Akala mo lang yung braso mo lang yung nakondon gumagana pero hindi, pati chan yun eh.
Oo, yung form mo rin. No? Kung tama mo siyang ginagawa, talagang pati yung form mo na-develop siya.
Yeah. I mean, sa totoo lang, I do actually push up every night now. 20. 20 counts.
20, galing mo ah.
Oo, 20 counts yan. Kasi that's what you can do eh, 'di ba, sa bahay. So pagka before ako matulog, I'd normally do routines. Una kasi yung barbell. Alam mo yung parang old school barbell na mga Pinoy household na may semento, ganun. Yun. So I think that's like 10 to 15 kilograms ata yun ang bigat. So I do 200 na diretso. Okay. And then standing yung usual lang, 2 hands tapos yun, barbell. So, yun. 200 pounds yan. Tapos, hindi pa magpapahinga, you go straight to the kitchen. Kasi sa kitchen naman, doon ako push up. So, 20 counts naman yon. Tapos, yung crutches, yung ilalagay mo yung, do they call it crutches ba? Yung
sit-ups ba yon?
Sit-ups, yeah. Yun. 20 counts naman yon. Tapos, after that, yun. Isang push up ulit, 20 counts. And then, yun. Ang next na dyan, last na dyan would be yung planking. 1 minute, 3 instances.
Galing ah. I mean, almost every day ginagawa mo yan or every day?
Every night actually yan. Walang minutes.
Every night. Grabe, ang galing.
Oo.
So, pwede, ano na siguro pare, maskulado ka na pa? Na ba? Parang may six-pack na?
May ingrown lang na tumubo. na yung ingrown lang tumubo na pero other than that wala. Pero yeah, kidding aside,
Hindi ba ako sa discipline mo pare? Ang galing kasi to do that every night. So for how many days mo na siya ginagawa? For how many nights na?
No, months na. Months na siya.
Months na! Wow!
Oo, months na siya. Sinisingit ko siya because yung sa running kasi I do that Tuesday and Thursday, and pag walang lakad during the weekend with my family. Pero because nga, 'di ba, na medyo mahirap pa siya ngayong gawin yung paglabas-labas because of some restrictions, yun. In lieu of that, I do yung mga pocket sessions.
Yeah. Galing. Sana ganun rin ang disiplina ko na challenge naman ako. How many minutes siya?
I do it. Yeah, I do it in like 30 to 45 minutes eh. Mabilisan lang talaga siya because I normally do it between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Right after ko magawa lahat ng mga reports for the next day. And before matulog and before maligo, yun. Done na ako doon sa mga yun, sa mga sessions na yun.
Masarap din ba ang tulog after mo gawin yon?
Depende kung may mga reports.
Panira reports eh. Pero kailangan gawin eh.
But then, yung ang logic kasi dyan, Keeper, and this is also something that we have to think about. No? Kaya natanong rin natin kanina yung food lang ba talaga yung rason, yung factor why we are not healthy, or is it because of our lifestyle? Kasi ako, naniniwala ako kasi, Keeps, na for one to be healthy, it's not just simply about the food. And take note, eto, panirang trip sa mga taong mahilig na mag-control ng kanilang kinakain. Dieting po is actually not good for the body. Okay? Because when you diet and when you deprive yourself of food that you're supposed to eat on your own schedule, in your regular schedule, may mga namamatay daw na brain cells yan. Parang your body is eating your brain cells when it gets hungry. Yun. So, hindi talaga siya in the long run okay. Kaya nga lagi kong sinasuggest dyan, if you wanna be healthy, but you're still able to eat the things that you want to eat, better that you focus it more, yung attention mo on exercising.
So, hindi mo ma-recommend yung mga intermittent fasting. Ganun. Hindi siya maganda.
Hindi siya eh. Kasi ako, I'm not
hindi
a
siya
big
recommended.
Fan. Hindi siya, well, okay siya for people who can do it. Kaso nga lang, yung the compromise, I'm not okay with the compromise part di ba? Yung tipong dati-dati, you were eating adobo, but because of your fasting and all, di ba? And you deprive yourself of it, ganun. Not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. But for me lang, hindi ko matanggap yung the part where you compromise those things eh. So, mas maganda pa rin sa akin, mas masaya pa rin sa akin yung tipong I can eat what I want to eat. I can also drink a few soft drinks in between. But, yun, nababalanse siya because of, yun, exercise. Yun.
Magandang balansehin mo nga. No? I mean, mahirap rin kasi kapag bigla ka na lang mag-extreme. I don't know kung ano rin magiging epekto nun sa katawan. All of a sudden, you change your lifestyle or your diet. I guess, dyan rin siguro papasok yung importance ng meron kang makonsult na nutritionist para you can determine what diet is for you. Kung familiar ka may isang sikat na psychologist and yung anak niya rin, si Jordan Peterson, may anak siya, si Michaela Peterson. Meron siyang autoimmune disease na grabing arthritis. And one thing na na-discover nila na nakagamot sa kanya is all meat diet. So wala siyang kinakain kundi meat lang. Ganun na rin ang ginagawa ni Jordan Peterson. And sinabi niya based sa kanyang latest medical checkup, yung last na niya, I mean, a year before pa yun pero there was an episode na yung napanood ko, sinabi niya na okay yung kanyang health condition naman. But yun nga lang, no, it's not recommended for everybody. Pero nakatulong yun para sa kanyang anak rin. So na in a way, natulungan ma-overcome yung ng anak niya yung kanyang autoimmune disease, yung kanyang severe arthritis. And yun lang talagang kinakain niya. Wala ring vegetable. Pero yung steak na kinakain niya, walang mga halong additives. Talagang siguro grilled lang, plain lang siya talaga, and then yun lang kinakain niya.
Organic, ganun. Yeah.
Organic lang talaga. And sabi nga ni Jordan Peterson, nawala yung kanyang paghihilik. At the same time, he could afford to sleep less and be more productive. But at the same time, hindi siya drowsy. It worked for him. Pero I also read some articles na sinasabing yung iba tinry nila and it was not for them. So, you have to really know rin talaga siguro yung katawan mo.
Yeah. And to think, no, na parang karne pa rin yun, no? A lot of people think na kung karne, bad yan di ba?
Correct. Sabi nga rin ni Jordan Peterson, marami pa tayong hindi alam pagdating sa human anatomy and also pagdating sa diet. But there are certain things siguro that we could consider as rules na rin, like kung kakain ka ng sobrang fats nga naman, and then without exercise, and then too much sweets, alam mo talaga, tendency nun magkakaroon ka talaga ng critical illness in the long run.
Correct.
Most na nababasa kong articles about health and those that want to say how you could actually prevent cancer is you eat more, they would say mga foods that prevent inflammation, like ginger, mga bagay na hindi ko rin gusto ulit, onions, bawang. Tapos you avoid sweets talaga because they cause yung inflammation. So it's a tough life, no? Being healthy.
Kaya yung that alone the idea alone of dieting or controlled diet, that alone is tough So, pwede kasing kung hindi mo yan kayang gawin, idaan mo lang siya sa lifestyle, di ba? Just simply maintain a good lifestyle. Kasi ang observation ko, Kipen, and I keep telling this to a lot of people, even my parents. Sabi ko, what's the difference between the old generation and the new one, the new generation? Is it because yun, ang mga old generation ba, were you healthier before? Or kami yung healthy? And they would always tell us na parang, no, we're healthier. Kasi we eat better food back then wala pang masyadong chichire and all. Pero ang laging question ko dyan is that, how come, and this is not to offend people, how come a lot of the old ones now still have diseases? We still are getting ill and sick, di ba? So, ano kaya yung wala ng old generation na yan that the new generation can adopt or can do? exercise. Yun na lang yung naisip ko na di ba? That
I
just the
think
mere fact, diba, that the Filipinos are not really into exercising. So yung mga ninuno natin, yung mga parents natin, they were so busy with their jobs that they had no time to exercise, di ba?
nag-agree ako doon. Talagang minsan pag tinopa ako, tumitingin ako minsan sa obituaries, nakita ko yung mga, minsan yung mga na RIP, no? Napapansin ko, parang yung maraming mga na pinanganak ng 1940s,
Yeah.
hindi naman 1940, 1920, 1930, panahon na, parang kamamatay lang. So ang tagal, grabe yung kanilang longevity. I remember meron akong ka-work, no? Pumunta kami sa bahay nila. Yung lola niya, naninigarilyo pa. Kasi alam mo yung mga sigarilyo sa probinsya na binabalot lang siguro gano'n.
Mm-mm.
Pero ano na siya, I think magsa-70 na siguro. Ganyan. I don't know kung noon lang siya nagsimula magwala, no? At mag-party. Doon na siya nakalaya. Pero perhaps yun nga, nabanggit mo kasi, they're always busy. Sa bukid, ganyan, or even sa pag-commute. I don't know, although yun nga lang, that's still something na siguro kailangan kong i-research. Does environment also have an effect sa iyong lifespan? If you live in a place na high ang pollution, even though siguro madalas ka mag-exercise, madalas ka mag-jogging, pero yung hangin na na nilalanghap mo is punong-puno ng pollutants, 'di ba? Baka mas ano pa 'yon, 'di ba? Mas detrimental pa 'yon sa kalusugan mo.
Correct. And environment is one factor, no? Pero ano kayo yung malaking factor that affects yung overall wellness natin? So lifestyle, parang lifestyle pa rin siya, no?
Yeah,
Malaking
and
factor.
lifestyle is composed of diet and balance of diet, and at the same time exercise. Naalala ko pala, and you mentioned about exercise and diet. I just remembered na may nabasa akong article. Isa sa mga lugar na kung saan mahaba yung life expectancy ng mga tao is, correct me if I'm wrong, no, sa isang place sa Japan, they call this place Ikigai. Well, Ikigai is also a practice, di ba, na alam nila. And they found out na dito sa lugar na ito, maraming mga citizens sila dito, residents na umabot hanggang age 100, meron dito yung mga senior citizen na still active pa, hindi sila yung mga bedridden, no? So talagang very active sila, hindi sila senile.
Yeah.
And at the same time, may napanood pa ako isang episode na isa sa mga hobbies ng mga grandmothers doon, no, mga golden girls, di ba, is yung nag-dive sila, no? Nagsiswimming sila, like some sort of a sea diving ang ginagawa nila. Nag-capture ng mga clams, ganun, para kainin nila. And isa sa mga factors, yun nga, aside from the work that they do, is that yung diet nila, may rice naman. So, hindi masama ang rice, di ba?
Yeah.
Vegetables, steamed, and tofu, tapos may mga soup pa sila, no?
Wow.
Okay, so, ayun, no? Yung sigurong secret to, long, life expectancy, tokwa. Nasa palengke lang pala.
Walang masyadong may gusto ng tokwa, tama?
Ako actually mahilig ako, pero prito.
Napili na take it from the Japanese, diba? They have the longest life expectancy in the world. So
Okay. Compared then to other countries. Wow. Okay.
Oo. Mataas actually. Pinakamataas sila sa life expectancy. Because of the I think total package yung kanilang lifestyle. Tama yung nabanggit mo, hindi na lang naman siya exercise. Hindi na naman siya yung parang sa food mo lang. But how you live your life, importante kasi yun .
Tama. Yeah. And so I think I'll start eating raw fish na. Nasabi mo dyan, pag namalengke ako, wala na luto-luto.
Ate, magkano ito mga?
Yes. Ate, pwede patikim. Actually, alam mo, may napanood akong isang travel documentary. Like, yung isang pinakamalaking fish market sa Japan. Sa sobrang sariwa ng mga binibenta nila doon, like yung mga salmon, pwede mo talagang gawin yun. Di ba minsan pag pupunta ka sa palengke sa mga fruit stands, pwede kang pumitas ng grapes. Sila naman nakita ko yung tawag doon at traveler, talagang pumika siya doon sa salmon. Tapos kinain niya diretso. So, okay.
Wow. No, unique extreme.
Magawa nga sa palengke dito sa Baguio, sa hipon.
Oo. Ako naman ko siguro kainin ko agad-agad yung pirana. Ganun. Oh, sorry kako. I have a Japanese tendency in me. Parang,
O kaya yung manok, yung nakabitin pa.
oo.
May balahibo pa.
Oo, yung fighting cock mo. No?
Fighting cock pa. O kaya
Oo.
may napulot ka, ay putik, dagang kanal pala. So,
I stand corrected, keeper. Ang may pinakamataas pala na life expectancy as of ay yung I'm looking at an article that was made about this. Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Pero
I mean,
a very close second is Japan. Si Hong Kong is 85.29.
Okay.
Combined for males and females yan. Tapos si Japan is 85.03.
That is on a national level.
Yes. Per country to. Asan si Philippines?
Pang ilan kaya tayo? Nakita mo ba dyan?
Wala akong mahanap na Philippines dito eh. So, alam mo yon, this alone, di ba, gives you a lot of ideas kung paano, di ba, how people are living their lives per country. Okay.
Napaisip naman ako, ano yung nasa Hong Kong? Bakit ang taas ng life expectancy nila? Kasi kung nakapunta ka na sa Hong Kong, I mean, di ba, parang napaka siksikan dun eh, before pandemic. Ewan kung ganun pa rin. And I don't know about yung sa food nila. I don't know how healthy it is. Paano sila prepared. So, na-curious ako bigla, no? Ano kaya ang sikreto ng Hong Kong? Is it because yung mga Yakult nila sa 7-Eleven na mas doble pa kumpara sa Pilipinas?
Oo. Or is it because may Disneyland sila? Pero in Japan, meron din, di ba?
Baka yun nga ang secret. Kailangan may Disneyland.
Oo. Nung nakapunta ka na rin sa Hong Kong, di ba, Kaper? I've been there din as well eh. Pansin ko lang with people out there. Kasi mostly, di ba, dominant Chinese yung mga yun eh. Pero Hong Kongers na ang tawag sa kanila. Parang they come from mainland Hong Kong. They might have migrated too, but they've been staying there for like quite a while na. So they call themselves Hong Kongers. Ang napansin ko sa kanila, low-key life. They are busy people. But they tend to parang shy away from yung mga tipong tatambay-tambay sa labas. Diba? Yung parang, alam mo yun, yung parang tambay lang, doing nothing. Ganun. They just simply engage themselves in either work or they go home. So, I think yun yung part na yun eh. Plus siguro yung weather din. Maganda yung weather doon eh.
Hindi ganun ka-polluted, no?
Oo.
And hindi rin ganun kainit. May point ka nga doon siguro kapag nakafocus ka sa iba, versus nakafocus ka lang sa sarili mo. I guess may effect rin yung mental state mo when it comes to your health. I mean, part of being healthy also, aside from the physical, is also the mental. And part of healing rin also includes may effect ang like yung psyche mo or yung mental state mo when it comes to healing yourself. One thing siguro kapag busy ka, hindi ka masyado nagfo-focus sa sarili mo, you're not medyo siguro ganun ka-critical about yourself, you don't feel bad about yourself, and at the same time, you feel fulfilled doing your work. I guess that somehow gives you something, a positive mentality or it probably does something to your body. No? It activates certain hormones siguro that makes your body feel good and makes it more healthy.
Yeah. And I think part din yan ng culture. Culture has to do as well with how we exercise. Kasi like in Hong Kong, 'di ba? The ironic part there is that they're a busy bunch of people, 'di ba? Yung bansa nila, that's a very industrialized bansa, 'di ba? It's full of buildings. Kung may mga residential man, 'di ba? Yung mga high towers, ganun. But then, 'di ba, kung titingnan mo, bakit kaya ang taas rin ng life expectancy nila doon? If you compare that with the Philippines, okay? Nakita ko na, Keeper, may sagot na ako doon sa tanong mo kung pang ilan si Pilipinas. 129.
Wow! Well, at least nakapasok tayo sa top 130.
Pero yung gap between the number 1 and the number 129 is quite big eh. So kung si Si Hong Kong ay 85.29. Philippines is at 71.66 life expectancy. Laking gap.
Usually, yun talagang, as far as I can remember, yun talagang life expectancy ng mga Pinoy, 70 plus. Which means I only have like 30 years left to live. Tama ba?
Huwag kang magbilang. The one that has the lowest life expectancy is, I'm not sure kung anong bansa to, Central African Republic.
Okay. This is
54.36.
Central, hindi rin ako familiar. I was thinking baka, is it because rin dahil sa ano? Well, yun nga, malnutrition siguro is a factor.
Yeah.
And baka nga naman yung access nila to clean water. At the same
Economy,
time,
diba? Yeah.
economy, baka may gera dyan.
Yeah.
So talagang recipe for disaster kapag ganyan.
Correct.
Nangyayari.
I was actually about to say na yung culture also can play a very big role kung paano tayo mag-exercise. Kasi I came across a study many years ago when I started running na parang based on a 2019 study, Keeper. I do marathons. I've had already more or less 10 marathons na in my lifetime. Tapos, doon sa study na yun, parang global marathon statistics of 2019, reflecting yung 2019 and previous years, like 2008 to 2019, yung number of finishers was like 1.2 million across the world. Ang average finish time is 4.29 minutes. 4 hours, 29 minutes. Okay? The fastest country is Switzerland with 3 hours, 50 to finish a 42K marathon. The slowest is, hulaan mo kung sino yung slowest, Keeper.
Brunei?
Yeah,
Or Turtle Islands? Sorry. Philippines. Inimbento ko lang yun. Okay.
Philippines with 5 hours, 25 minutes to finish a 42K marathon.
Seryoso? I was thinking na medyo mabilis naman tayo. Although, yung sa fastest, I was thinking na parang African country siya. Or Jamaica. Pero, di ko inakalala na ang Philippines will be the slowest. Bakit kaya?
Oo nga. Juan. Ako naisip ko lang kasi one factor dyan would have to be discipline. Ang laking bagay kasi ng discipline na yan. Kasi doon nga, balik tayo doon sa article which we shared at the start of this episode. Diba, 61% of Filipinos are not exercising because majority of them, they think that they are overwhelmed. Diba? Overworked. Diba? Ano pa yung Generation O natin? Overwhelmed, overworked, and overweight. Okay. Kasi yung overwork, overwhelmed, and overweight could actually be an outcome to your routine eh. Hindi naman siya yung pwedeng rason mo not to exercise. Diba? So if you're overweight, wag mong gamitin rason yun not to exercise. All the more reason for you to exercise. Diba?
Tama. That should be your motivation, diba? To lose weight. Others, or find something that motivates you or inspire you para ikaw ay mag-lose weight.
Or pwede rin kasing yung 3 bottom slowest country, Keeper. Philippines is the slowest. Second bottom is India. And the third bottom is Mexico. So parang quite a coincidence. These are humid countries.
Oo nga, no? Is it because meron din tayong siesta culture? Connection.
Pwede. I think that's a very good point. Diba? Parang may idle time tayo. Diba?
Oo. Or, I mean, one thing, si Jose Rizal, diba, may nabanggit siya about dyan na idleness of the Filipinos. It's because of our fertile land kasi, diba? Like, I remember, nung pumunta ako sa Bicol, may mga nagsasabi doon na madaling tumubo doon yung mga tanim. Like, mga gabi, and at the same time, mga pili, ganyan. So, wala ka masyadong problema when it comes to basic needs in terms of food. So, kahit wala ka na masyadong effort, compared to siguro sa mga countries that experience winter, like Switzerland, di ba? Winter. Na pag nag-winter kasi, alam mo, wala ka talagang harvest nun. Wala kang maasahan siguro from nature. So you'd have to really improvise and find ways to paano ka makasurvive for that particular period. And that actually develops what we call a work ethic in terms of yun nga, no, a work culture sa mga tao na naka-experience ng gano'n. Like when you work, di ba, you exercise at the same time. So it actually makes you healthy. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Tama naman, no? Na parang a lot of factors involved. If we were to agree on that one. Pero at the end of it all, si tao pa rin yung magde-decide how these things will affect him. African countries, di ba? Hot and humid weather. But they're so good at sprints and running. Diba? Parang
Bilis nga nila.
diba, the weather there doesn't stop them from running. And running fast. Kung kay Eliud Kipchoge is a world record breaker in marathon. Di ba yung average kanina was 4 hours 29? Eliud Kipchoge can finish it in barely more than 2 hours.
So the fastest man is from Africa. Tama? Parang lumalabas.
I'm not sure kung si Eliud Kipchoge is African country ba yun?
Okay, hindi ko. Pero
Kenya.
Kenya, di ba? Ang galing, no?
Oo. Nakapagtala siya ng parang world record of 2 hours, 1 minute, 39 seconds. Bilis.
Wow. 42 kilometers yun?
Yeah, that's 42.195 kilometers. 175.
Tama. So,
diba?
hindi excuse, no, yung weather. Again, tama ka. Nakadepende talaga sa iyo yan, no?
Correct.
Gusto mo maging, being healthy is a lifestyle. And given yung mga sinabi mo, para sa akin natutunan ko ngayon, it's also a choice.
Yep, it's a choice pa rin. Ako, ang saya ko na sa 4 hours, 53 minutes na quantiper na marathon. Sobrang saya ko na yun. So 4 hours 53 minutes. I've done Subic Marathon. I've also done yung kay Run United in Manila, ganun. Pero sobrang saya ko na if it's like less than 5 hours. Imagine if you can do it better.
Ako sobrang saya ko na kung makasali ako ng marathon. Minsan hindi ko pa na-experience sumali ng marathon. Let alone na tumakbo ng 1 kilometer. Well, kaya naman. I mean, it's not something na believe nga ako sa'yo, bro, kasi parang enjoy ka, especially sa hiking. Para sabihin ko sa'yo, pare, I mean, isa yun sa mga sinusumpa kong activities.
Really?
Hiking. I mean, it's not really talaga yung mga favorite kong ginagawa dahil like, I don't see the sense na magpapagod ka going to somewhere and then pagpunta mo doon, okay, nandito na tayo, we've reached yung ating destination, balik tayo ulit, magpapagod ka na mabalik. So, after mag-picture, ganyan.
Yeah, but I find that quite surprising, coming from you because you are from Benguet.
And to be honest, minsan di pa ako nag-hike dito.
Really?
Like sa Mount Galugong, Mount Pula, ganyan. Well, sa Wangal, nakapunta na ako, pero gamit yung Innova. So I don't know, kung counted yun sa hiking. Naglakad naman ako papunta doon sa cottage after ko i-park yung sasakyan. So I guess that counts. So nakapunta na ako sa tuktok.
That's quite ironic, no? Na every hiker, mountaineer's dream is to go to Baguio once in a while.
Tama. And my dream is to enjoy the weather and sleep long hours here in Baguio.
And eat some ice cream in between. Parang ganun.
Strawberry ice cream, you have to try it, bro. Yun yung isang nakakamiss dito. Well, andyan pa rin naman yung strawberry fields and nakakamiss lang, no, dahil walang tao. I remember nga, no, pumunta kami sa Brunei. One of the most, I would say, masaya naman, pero it's not something na ulitin ko talaga.
Yeah.
Na nag-hike kami papunta sa isang cave. And like, the hike was around mga 1 hour papunta. So 1 hour pabalik. So probably one of the most tiresome na ginawa kong bagay at in a way medyo sinusumpa ko. Like, bakit ko ba ginawa ito sa cave para mag-hike ng 1 hour papunta sa cave? Napakainit. So, and may time pa doon na surrounded ka with forest, ganyan. May road siya, may susundan kang road, pero sa mga tabi mo talaga, as in talagang gubat na talaga. As in, kung may wild animals, yung tipong alam mo yung mga napapanood sa movies na may dadakip sa'yo, posibleng mangyari yun. And may muntikan niyang dumakip sa amin. And akala ko anong hayop yun, yung pala squirrel lang pala. Takbo pa kami ni Mrs. Ano yun, may kumakaluskos. Squirrel na.
Malaking squirrel ba yan? Di ba relatively maliit yung mga yan?
Maliit lang. Pero grabe, bigla. It's an experience, and an experience I don't want to repeat.
Yay. Nako. So on that point, no, what do we wish to happen in the next few months, given that the pandemic is here pa rin eh, di ba? Ano yung na-expect mo sana that you could change sa lifestyle mo, Keeper, anytime within the next few months? Because the pandemic will not go away anytime soon eh, di ba? We heard, okay, ang dami mga news dyan na 2022 pa daw tayo magkakaroon ng herd immunity. But yan, I think we cannot afford really as well, no, to wait for the 2022 for us to become healthier. So ano yung wish mo sana na mangyari na mababago?
I'll make a commitment, sige, na every day ako ay suspend ng time, sige. I'll not set too much high expectation para sa iyo, bro. No? Mga at least siguro minimum of 5 minutes. Patuloy akong may gagawin to be active. Siguro tumakbo for 5 minutes or mountain climbing, like mountain climber. Alam mo yung exercise na mountain climber, nakadapa ka, tapos umaandar-andar lang yung paa mo. Na yun nga, gawin yun for 5 minutes. So sige, kunin ko yung weight ko mamaya, and then mag-goal ako ng I need to lose this X amount of pounds before tayo magsimula pumasok ulit sa office natin. So I guess that's one thing na gagawin ko differently talaga.
That's a good commitment, no? You take small steps pa muna kaysa naman yung tipong bubunta lang naman kita. If you were to tell me na parang I will commit to finishing a marathon for the first time in my life. Parang mahirap ata yun eh. Or I go back doon sa caving na ginawa namin with the squirrel. Diba?
I mean, madali siyang sabihin, bro. Anyway, sasabihin ko lang naman, di ba?
There has to be part of the parang commitment rin, di ba? Kasi sabi nga doon sa tinuturo rin natin sa trabaho natin, if you're not satisfied with what you have right now, change something doon sa system mo so that you get a different result. Diba?
Correct. Tama. And yeah, one thing siguro rin, ayoko rin naman na isipin ng anak ko no, paglaki niya. Kasi most likely, baka sana wishing na yung anak ko maging athletic rin pag tanda niya or pag yun nga, maging teenager siya. The last thing I want is isipin niya yung tatay niya is lampa.
Yeah. Ako din actually, may ganyan akong mentality na yun yung nag-trigger din sa akin to exercise despite the pandemic eh. Lumaki yung tiyan ko, sabi ko, teka lang, ayoko rin na biglang magtuloy-tuloy ito eh. Diba? Pag kasi nasimulan mo na, mahirap na siyang tigilan eh, di ba?
Yeah, especially pag mabagal yung metabolism.
Kaya sabi ko kay Mrs. noon, malakas pa rin naman kung kumain before the pandemic. Malakas pa rin naman kung kumain ngayon. Pero ano yung isang bagay na hindi ko ginawa? For like how many months ako? Okay, running. So what I did was, yun, I slowly got into running ulit. Noong 2019, nakarami ako eh. I think I was able to have 2 marathons within the year. That's 2019. Pero for 2020, ayun, running away from obligation lang yung ginawa ko.
Isa rin siguro yun na makakapag-motivate sa akin in the future na lumabas at tumakbo. Running away from obligation. I mean, kung pwede lang sana makaburn ng calories habang nanonood ng marathon, di ba? Para magbe-binge watch ako ng mga marathon.
Problema nga lang yung running away from the obligations. You have no choice but to go back home ulit after, di ba?
Andyan pa rin eh. Minsan dumadami pa nga.
Yun. Lumabas ka lang pala saglit. Yun. Pagkabalik mo, nadagdagan pa, di ba?
Yun lang.
Yun. So, yun, no? So, exercising. So, in summary, it's, kayo ko ba kung mamimili, Keeper? Is exercising something that you do because you want to do it or you need to do it?
I want to make myself believe na I want to do it. But in reality talaga, no, I really need to do it. I mean, for the sake na rin, syempre, ng anak ko na. I want to see na siya ay gumraduate. I want to see na, yun nga, gusto kong takutin yung kanyang manliligaw, ganyan. And siguro payagan ko siya mag-asawa pag 40 na siya, ganun. Or Yeah.
Really?
So yung gusto kong makalaro yung apo. Ganon. Bottom line yan is mang-spoil ng apo. Okay. At yung makatakbo pa kasama sila.
Oo, pwede yan. No? Na commitment. Ako naman is siguro less of the soft drinks lang kasi I'm into soda eh. Hindi ko 'yon mapigilan na kwan. They keep telling me na in the long run mahirap daw 'yan eh. Sabi ko naman I always use the alibi. Oh, I'm running naman no, nababalanse ko naman. Pero I think yun din yung pwede kong baguhin rin na may malaking tulong din sa akin later on.
Okay. So yeah, soft drinks medyo mataas nga naman sa sugar yan. So magandang actually commitment yan. Nabawasan mo yung soft drinks, no? I mean, iba kasi nakilala ko rin kaya nilang umubos ng 1 litro na Coke.
Correct.
Parang woo.
Oo nga eh, parang bottoms up. Meron rin akong kilala keeper. Natatakot siya for me because he doesn't actually drink soft drinks. Sabi niya, ang lakas mong uminom ng soft drinks ha. Parang natatakot ako for you. And he says that while he is drinking Emperador. Diba?
The irony of life.
Diba? Natatakot ako yung friend ha. Parang nakakarami ka. Naku, delikado yan. Diba? Sige, teka, shot muna ako.
Di pa sa shot glass no? Talagang diretso tungga.
Oo. Akin na yung bote mo, walang laman. Diyan ko lang siya ihahalo. Ayun. So, yun. It's been a very wonderful topic, Keeper, no, for our podcast, our second episode.
Yes, di ba? So, ayun nga, di ba? Sabi nga nila, health is wealth, di ba?
Kagaguhan yun. Charot. Oo, tama.
Yes. So, yun nga, no? See you next time, brother, no? Sa next naman nating kwentuhan. And to all our catchers out there, no? Hope to see you again sa next episode ng Catch 22.